boys and girls, welcome back to the underground lair. This is video 302. Glad you could join us here. There's another train. This is a Yamaha TBRX304. It's pretty brand new. I have some questions about high frets and stuff like that. So we're going to get into this and take a look. Okay, so here we have the TBRX304. Sharp fret ends, the neck's going to come off so we can address all of that stuff. I think there's some high frets. Let's see where our starting out point is. Let's just make sure it's up to tune. Let's see here. There's all kind of labels down here for master volume, pickup balance. We're going to put it towards the neck. Both of the tone controls to be in the middle position, no cut or boost. We're going to select finger right here. So yes, let's see where we are. Push the red subscribe button. Boom. Relief. Looks like the nut may have been cut a little too high too. So let's see here. We want, what do we want? Oh, here's my 12th thou. Go to the 17th fret, 7th fret. We want 12th thou, and we could tighten that up just a hair. Let's do that. We tighten the truss rod. I'm going to take a little bit of the tension off the neck. And hey, fender guys, take note. This is where your truss rod access should be. Bam. Yep. All right. Okay, up to tune. 17th fret, 7th fret, 12th thou. Okay, I think we nailed it there. Hopefully. We're going up this, we're going to have the same G, but our E is going to be a little thicker. These are 100 to 45. Not sure why that's doing that. But anyhow, let's see, string height, like 5 to 6 thou, or 5 to 664. And we have 664, we have 664, we have 664, and we have 664. So everything's where it should be. Let's see how the fret buzz. Looks like everything's where it needs to be, but that's just stardust. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the strings off of here and throw on these Diodarias. Okay, so we're going to papa the neck. Get all the sharp things out of the way here. I never use power screwdrivers just because I don't want to blow out any of the threads. Okay, there's the neck. Set that aside. Flip this over, let all them furrows fall out. I said, let all the furrows fall out. Well, I guess that one's not going to come out. Okay. We know where to look if we're looking for it. Bring this down here. I think we're going to try with our little handy dandy Stumac file here. Yeah. So there's a safe edge on the bottom. And you roll it over, and that takes care of your sharp fret end. Yeah, I like that. Can't really do this on the guitar because you get down there and you got body wood in the way. Alright, so I'm going to just continue to do this here. You don't need to watch all this. But the idea is we're rolling over, filing and rolling over, and that just takes care of that sharp fret end. Not going to make you watch all this either, but these frets have a bit of tarnish on them, so we're going to just clean them up with some micro mesh. Yeah. Don't need to go all the way down to the 15. I'm going to go at 24, 32, 3600, 4000, just to get them nice and polished. Since it's a fairly new, practically new bass, no need to get the heavy grits out. This will do it though, but just like the other thing, you don't need to watch this whole thing because it's just so boring. I'll put a link right up there if you want to go and watch it. Okay, so we're going to reinsert the neck. Tell you what, they put a pretty nice neck pocket on this. Alright, so you get the neck in there. Like I said, you get the neck in there. There we go. Put it up here. Got one screw, and I always start these by hand. You back them up into their threads. That way you don't go stripping out the threads of the screw that were first put in. So you back them up and then you screw them down. Okay, you snug them up, you do not crank them. Alright, so now you see we got our fingerboard oiled, we cleaned it, we oiled it, we polished the frets. And I was noticing there's some kind of gunk down in here. Must have been from the factory, like excess glue or something, but I'm not gonna worry about this. He got this at a discount at kind of like a second sort of thing. a little bit of the oil leaching out. Wipe that off. Tighten the tuner furrows as well, these nuts here. Make sure you give them a good snug, because you don't want to end up with issues where you're going to need tissues later on. So TBRX304 nickel plated steel. You bend them up so that, oh, that's right. We want to always snug the saddle mounting screws down to be sure that that's not going anywhere. And there are some of them that are fairly loose. Okay, that's good. So we bend the screw up so it'll clear over the top of the saddle. And on these mini bass tuners, you want to go, this is where it wants to live, you're going to go 1 and 2 past there. Get your snippers, snipper it off, stick it in the hole, bend it over, and then you wind. Always winding underneath the wrap. Make sure it's going over the saddle. I'm going to set it to the side of the neck, and we're going to put some guitar grease. It's graphite paste. I mention it in every video. It helps your tuning stability immensely. Unfortunately, these guys only give you a plastic nut. So when it comes time to replace the nut, if you're keeping the guitar, because he's just a beginner. Some people just play these basses forever. But if you're starting and you're a beginner, it'll work fine for you. But as you continue your journey of bass playing, you'll want to make sure that you eventually replace your nut with a tusk nut. Okay, so I'm going to rinse and repeat those so you don't have to watch this. Okay, so we are all strung up and we're up to pitch. We got rid of all those nasty fret ends. We polished the frets, oiled the fingerboard. We're going to hold down at 17th and we're going to measure at the 12th, or at the 7th, with a 12th thou. That's where I got the 12 at. Let's see how that looks. I think we're going to tighten that truss rod up just a hair. So since we're tightening, we are loosening a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, let's try that again. Hold it 17th. Capo 7th with 12th thou. I want it to be snug. I like that. It may settle overnight, but that's fine. Let's see what our string height is, measuring at 17th. We were at 6. We are still at 6. 6. 6, 6. Okay. Now, before we do intonation, let's just check our pickup height. Make sure that that's on. and that is too high. See, pickup height that's too high can affect your intonation. We can't have nobody affecting our intonation, can we? Still way too high. 3 turns. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, yeah, that's what I like. Let's check the back one. Too high. We're going to go down 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I like that. Maybe one more little turn. 1. 1. There we go. That's right there. That's right there. Okay, cool. That's good. Let's go ahead and set our intonation. We're flat there. Flat there. Flat there. The G is on. Okay, so the D, A, and E, they gotta go that way. Considerable amount. And whenever you're moving the saddle towards the nut, you're essentially unscrewing the screw that holds the saddle down. So in essence, you can unscrew it. The screw can back out from the here, so you always push back in on the screw when you do that. Got it. The G was there. Let's see if it's still there. G is there. Okay. So we got our pickup height, we got our intonation, and let's check our relief because things kind of went a little flat after they were sitting. 17th fret, 7th fret, 12th thou. I like it. Noisemaker plug. Cha-ching. Okay. Mind you, this is a guitar amp. Everything makes noise like it's supposed to without any wrong noises. I have to tell Buddy to take this plate off of here because You don't want it moving around and scratching up your finish when dirt gets underneath there. Oh, one more thing I wanted to check. You want between 18 and 22 thou at the first fret. Yeah, we're gonna have to that could be why that is so wrong there. We're gonna cut the saddle or the nut slot down a little bit here. What size were these? 85. $90. Okay, I live with that. Okay, it's a lot closer than what I like there. So yeah, TBRX304, ready to rock and roll. No more cheese grater frets. I want to thank you for joining us down here in the underground lair for another episode of Stringman Guitars. If you're in the greater Pittsburgh area and you'd like to have your guitar brought up to par, please send me a message on the Facebooks, right here, instant message. And if you like what you see here and you want to help my channel, please give me a like and a subscribe and hit the little bell to get notifications when I put out a new video. Take care of the old folks because they're special. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Peace. You have yourself a very good night.